and I just fell in love with the city, and my parents had the opportunity to take a tour while I couldn't because I was heavily involved with other stuff. So they visited and they really thought that I'd like it, and I didn't get a chance to visit it until the summer before my senior year, but the commercial music program, which is what my major is, definitely brought me here because that's what I want to go into. I want to be a contemporary Christian singer, but where I think I have an upper hand or an edge is I've grown up with two parents who have produced CDs their whole life. They've kind of just shown me the ropes ever since I was really little, and with harmonizing everything since you were 2 years old. But my genre, I guess, to stay to the topic, I've surprisingly written a lot of almost hard rock stuff, but in church I'm like Miss Power Ballad, so I just like everything, and I like to kind of reach the unreachable people. I would like to produce a type of music that can reach anybody and that really just grabs your soul. Probably Wake Up. It's my most recent song. I don't have it recorded yet, but I'm working on it with one of my friends, and it's a piano lead song, and I just wrote it sitting in my house by myself with our grand in our piano room a few months ago, and just finishing it up, and I'll be able to sing that for a commercial seminar really soon, but I'm really excited about it. Well, I mean, I was in sports and music in high school and 5 AP classes, so I never really had time to do a recording, which is weird because we have a recording studio in my basement, and most people will be like, oh, you have no excuse, you need to record things, but that's another reason why I came to Belmont, is just because I wanted to have the opportunity to meet people who are into audio engineering and stuff like that. I would love to be the next name of just a female singer who's strong and passionate about her faith. Either that or being in just a band where I share the lead with a male, just leading with acoustic guitar and then a big huge band behind you. And then eventually I might be double majoring in education here as well, so because I have a really big passion for kids. So I would love to be able to start a business if my name did mean something someday, and be able to reach the unfortunate and kids who don't have the opportunity to do music, and just go into the slums and the worst places in America and start a huge music school where kids can have the opportunity to do music for free or really, really reduced cost, so then they can feel like they can have a dream someday. I've been singing since, before I could walk, and so I think I've known really my whole life that there's just, I don't know anything else that I would have wanted to do, so. When people were talking about how busy you will be as a music major, they were not exaggerating, and I'm definitely having to manage my time, which luckily I have good study habits already, but it's you can't ever screw around, and the best thing is just being around people who love music just as much as you do and who also want to be successful, and teachers who really care and are really there for you and want you to, aspire to your dream. And even in the worst times, you can find light in something, and that's really what I'm all about, is focusing on the positive and just learning that God is so for you, and He's created you for a purpose and as a beautiful creation, and that I want to put that forth, especially towards women, because I know I've had self-esteem issues my whole life, and I've been made fun of and all this stuff, and so I just want to give people encouragement in that gaping part of them in their heart can be filled with Jesus. I just know how Jesus has transformed my life, and I just want to live my life for Him because there's no other reason to live, I believe, and I know that He's given me a specific purpose in my life, and that is He's given me an anointing to be able to not keep my music to myself, but to be able to share it with other people. Well, I've never written a song before 11 o'clock at night. That's when I'm really just my mind goes, and so it's kind of hard with the practice hours since you can only go till 7, but outside in the gazebos, while it's still nice, that's where a lot of magic songwriting happens. Music is the one thing that doesn't have to have a language, it doesn't have to have a religion, it can have anything, and everybody knows what music is no matter what kind of music it is, and so if I'm able to bring a type of music that can relate to so many different groups of people, that's just the best thing in the world to me. I am just trying to get settled in Belmont first, but I'm looking for band members if you like hard rock stuff, and also power ballady, but really strong stuff if you want to be in a band with a female vocalist. And I don't know, just watch out for Swanson, because I'll be coming and working really hard to do what God's called me to do. So.